What's going on, everybody? You got the A-Bomb here. And I'd like to welcome you to today's edition of Coffee and a smoke with me, the A-Bomb. Before I go on, I got accused of smoking generic cigarettes. Gentlemen, there. And not a generic. I did go to the hundreds, though, because cigarette prices are so high. But anyways, let's get on with this. On with this video. Well, the A-Bomb got some good news today. My ma had a cancer removed from her wrist a while back, a few weeks ago. Then we got the call that the cancer had returned. Well, we had to go back Monday, and they went at it again, carved her up again, sent her home, and I've been dealing with that. It is what it is, Now, we got a call not that long ago, and we had to go to the doctor's office today, and they told us they'd call us with their test results. They should be in today. They got all the cancer, so I'm pretty happy. Ma's definitely pretty happy. It's a skin cancer. It's taken a couple of people in the family. My great-grandmother died a horrible death because of it. And the fact that they were able to get it on my ma, good news for everybody. But anyways, with that said, I've been looking to leave California. Got an opportunity coming up, and I'm coming to a little bit of money I normally wouldn't be coming into, but I came into it. And I'll be getting paid in about a month, maybe a month and a half, because this shit just takes that long. It's what it is. But everything's settled, the deal is signed, and A-Bomb is pretty happy. Now, I'm looking to leave the state, and so I've started looking for property. Now, a friend of mine in North Carolina, I talked to him a little bit, let him know I was looking in that area, and he was trying to turn me on to Wilkesboro, and in that area, North Wilkesboro, all that. And I was looking, But then a cousin got a hold of me, one of my cousins in Florida. And, I told him, I said, I don't want to live in, Pensacola. I just don't. A lot of crime there. It's right on the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricanes rip through there and give the place absolute hell. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that close. I want to be within a drive to the beach, but I want to be far enough inland to be a little bit safer. So my cousin gets a hold of me and tells me about this little town that most of the families moved to. Well, it turns out I was born there, and I'm looking, and I know all of you guys, you hate it when Californians move into your state. Well, I'm not a Californian. I just live here, and I was pretty much raised here, but I did live in Florida for a little while during my adult life, and I really liked it there. I just came back here because of work. Well, I don't have to work anymore, and, I'm looking at properties. Well, I found a few that I'm interested in. They're in the country. I don't got a lot of neighbors, and most of my relatives are within 9 or 10 minutes, A nice little drive or a bike ride, depending on what you want to do, even walk. And there's good fishing there, and I can, I can drive. I can spend a half hour driving to the beach if I want to go. Hey, I'm an old fat guy, a metal detector, a beach. I'm in heaven. So anyways, the fishing's good there. There are a lot of private ponds I can fish in there because I know the property owners, or I'm related to them. And, they got the Escambia swamp and all that's there. I'm into nature, so I'm definitely looking at a couple places there. And the cool thing is I'll be able to pay cash. Which is nice. You know, it's been a couple years since I've owned, you know, where I live, and it'll be nice to do that again. You know, I got some business to take care of in California, and I'm going to do that before I go. It's just that way. But, you know, you got to wrap up your affairs. But I want to get out of this state. I really do. There's, with the exception of Ma here, who, you know, I'm helping out right now, there's not a lot here for me. There's not. And, you know, I got my girl here. I got, you know, some things here. But, you know, when the rubber meets the road, there's not much here for me. I'm not represented well by any of the politicians. My city that I live in, and I actually love this town, but it's bankrupt and it's run by idiots. And then you got the idiots in the state capital, Sacramento, that are doing everything they can to economically murder this state. And then you got the fact that there's so much discrimination in this state against black people and white people when it comes to employment, because, you know, unless you're a college graduate and you're a white-collar person, if you're a blue-collar person here in California, a job is hard for you to find if you're not Mexican. And that's just the way it is. You know, my lady, she has her kids in school, and they're getting a rough time. Not because they're black, but because they're not Mexican. And, you know, I'm just seeing this happen to this state and just watching it devolve into a province of Mexico and a third world country with third world passions running the state, that it bothers me. And I know there's no future here because, well, basically patriots don't have the numbers here. And the Constitution will not be enforced here. So basically, I'm going to have to be a political refugee. That's just the way it is. And, you know, I'll probably have my lady do it too. But, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, I'm looking for property outside of California. Not because I hate the state. God, it's beautiful here. But because the politics are so messed up that unless you are a third world illegal, you got no chance here. Or unless you're extremely rich, you got no chance here. The middle class is being whittled out of existence because of politics here in California. Outrageous taxes, outrageous prices. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine. He said, hey, why don't you get a new truck? You know, you're driving that old piece of shit. And I'm like, because I don't want to pay $1,000 every year to the state to register it. You know? And that's a fact. You know? So, yeah, I'm looking to leave California because it's not America anymore. It's not even a part of the United States, man. And, you know, race got nothing to do with it. It's literally, we have been invaded by the nation of Mexico. And I just think it's horrible. If folks were coming here to be Americans and pledge their allegiance to this country first, I'd be all for it. No matter where they're from, no matter what they look like. But the fact is, they're not. It's Reconquista. They're reconquering what they believe is theirs. And unfortunately, the state government here wants to give it to them. My vote no longer matters here. So, yeah, I'm going to have to leave the state. And it's a damn shame. But we put ourselves here by voting for incompetent leaders. Leaders that don't care about the country, about the state, about anything other than being reelected. So, yeah, there's coffee and a smoke. It's kind of sad. But it is what it is. It's the truth. So, till next time, I am the A-bomb. And about 4 or 5 months, I will not be in California. So, boom. I'm out.